Events such as this one allow snipers from across the armed forces to hone their skills.
All right, y'all, welcome back to Combat Arms channel. Okay, so today we're checking out something from Forces News, which I guess used to be Forces TV, but they kind of rebranded. So you guys already know I love checking out this channel. We've seen a lot of cool stuff from them, mainly pertaining to like the British Army or the British Armed Forces. So they have a lot of good quality stuff. I think they're like underneath the BFBS, the British Forces Broadcasting Service. So it kind of makes sense why they get so much insight and have a pretty overall good quality when we see their videos. So today we're checking out their sniper school. Now, I guess this is the overall British Army sniper school. I'm not sure exactly who goes to it. You know, if like Royal Marine Commandos will go to the British Army Sniper School, or if SAS will go to sniper school. So I'm not sure exactly who goes to this specific sniper school. Now, I have a pretty good insight as to how the U.S. Army Sniper School goes down, because I was a recon platoon sergeant in the Army, and underneath us we have the snipers. So I worked with them a lot, good friends of mine. So I have some pretty good knowledge of how the sniper school goes down. I never went myself, so hopefully I'll be able to pick up some things and remember some things that I was told from my snipers. But yeah, again, we've seen with the British SAS, we already know they're pretty much top tier special forces. I think it's pretty safe to say that the overall soldier coming from the British Armed Forces is held to a higher level as far as physical fitness and, you know, discipline and overall lethality. Again, not sure if this is just the British Army Sniper School, but I'm sure this video is going to explain it a little bit more. So let's check it out. What a beautiful rifle.
Bravo, one down.
Okay, cool music and stuff, and ghillie suits.
We're with snipers, a group of men who can make all the difference in combat.
That's true.
With exclusive access to their 10-week course, we're finding out what they have to do to take the next step and become instructors.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, I think U.S. Army Sniper School is about 2 months. So if I can find it, I'll post the actual length right here. So 10 months is pretty good, especially for a sniper school. Of course, there's a lot of things you need to learn as far as marksmanship and spotting, camouflage, and just how to stalk and whatnot. And you can see, I guess that's what they're doing right here. They're doing like a little bit of a stalk. You see they have their ghillie suits on, and it looks pretty cool. I'm not really sure what sort of environment they're in right now, but whenever I picture the UK, I just picture it's always raining and cloudy and everything's always wet. So this is pretty unique to see.
They'll go right of him or left of him, depending. Or if it dictates, we'll get along this fence.
Working as a sniper platoon can be key on operations.
6-1 Charlie, 6-2 Charlie, really
very cool.
Over.
Multiple snipers firing on a position means a disorientated enemy, unable to locate where the shot is coming from.
Yep. Okay. I've never heard of that.
The more barrels you got on that target, the more chance you've got of actually impacting and hitting that target. And also, they can't.
True.
If anyone was to hear that shot, that sort of impact, they can positively identify where that shot came from, because it's spread across a big area. They can't pinpoint your exact location. Sort of confuses them as well and scares them.
Okay. This is so cool. I've never seen like this many dudes in ghillie suits in one area. Okay, so I've never heard of snipers being implemented so much, you know, where you have multiple snipers firing at a single target. I mean, it does make sense that it'll be harder for them to pinpoint exactly where one person is, but I think generally, I thought at least generally with a sniper, you know, you're trying to mask your signature in general with camouflage, with suppressors and whatnot, and you generally like to be far enough away, have enough standoff, have decent camouflage or obscuration or, you know, screening. So I guess it's different for me to hear them being implemented where they're all firing on a single target. I'm not sure if that's common or if they're just practicing this for the schoolhouse as one of the capabilities that they can implement. But I don't know, it's just cool to hear about that. Again, it's just not things that I would consider personally because I've never been in a position like this.
The vast Otterburn Ranges provide the perfect terrain to practice.
It's a different training area that not a lot of people use, especially if you work down south. Some of the northern lads will get to use it, and some of the Scottish lads. But it's a complex terrain with open rolling countryside, deep valleys, and multiple wood blocks to move around in.
6-2 Charlie. We're approximately 800 metres short of Foley's Wood over.
Okay.
They know where they are from the start.
The
they
captions
know
aren't
where
so
they
great.
Go to, and they have to make the way as a platoon across the ground.
I'm going to turn the captions off because they're kind of throwing it off.
Through challenging terrain into the location where they get set from the platoon and split off in sections, and then split off in pairs and fire a suitable fixed firing point before they destroy the enemy.
Okay.
Normally hidden and still, on the move they could face the enemy, like any other regiment. How they deal with that together is vital, especially on this course, where different infantry units are mixed in.
Every unit's got their own.
Yeah, that's really cool having all the different units mixed in, because you have all these people from all these different environments and backgrounds, and every unit's different in how they'll target certain tactics and whatnot, and they'll develop their own SOPs. So it's kind of cool to get all that input going in at one place. But again, we're seeing them move through this this tree line and whatnot. It looks pretty cool, I gotta say. It looks like his ghillie suit has like yarn on it almost. I've never seen a ghillie suit made of that specific material. Normally it's like jute or something. So that's pretty cool seeing the different material that they're using for their ghillie suits. I'm not sure if they like standardize it, if they teach like a class and then everybody uses the same sort of materials or the same set of materials. So that'd be cool to sort of see that and how they actually build the ghillie suits. But I understand they're probably not going to show all of the stuff that they would do at sniper school.
Little tweaks and things that they've found work, and then we can share that knowledge, and the sniper community develops tenfold because of that. And then again, when it does come to operations, you're not always going to be with your unit. You might be pushed somewhere else because the brigade may need you somewhere else,
Yeah, that's a good point.
Once into position, they locate and confirm the enemy. Every bit of detail critical.
And any sort of change, whether they're taking a bit of clothing off, whether sort of the target that you've indexed has changed in any way, or even worst case scenario, he's gone out of the situation, then which will obviously make a huge change in the mission, really.
But this mission remains on track.
Massey, Bravo 1, mate, being with their black gloves on. Yeah.
Nice. Their ghillie suits
look
the
distance
pretty
of 440.
proper.
Everything set, yeah?
Yeah, dial set, mate. Wind at 6.
I believe you're going to be firing in the firing on the tier 2, yeah?
Roger.
Yeah, there's definitely no closer duo in the military than that sniper and spotter combo, because again, they're going to be using each other to make decisions. They're trying to work with each other to make those corrections as soon as possible, just so they can take out the targets as quick as possible. So yeah, the person behind the long gun's doing the shooting and whatnot, but the spotter's going to be doing a lot of the work as far as making corrections, pointing at the targets, pointing out the range and everything. So a lot of the work is on the spotter, and regardless, they can flip out every now and again, but it's going to be up to them to be able to work together and communicate and come up with a good consensus, because again, they are trying to work together to get the target out as soon as possible.
Let me know when set.
1 on.
5, 4, 3, 2. Send BDA.
Okay. BDA is battle damage assessment. So basically, what happened with the target? What can you see?
Bravo 1 down. Roger.
Okay. Nice. There you go. Okay.
As life goes on as normal around this large port city, in disused buildings above, snipers have set up a makeshift observation post.
Okay. Very cool.
This is the urban phase of training.
There you go.
They're intelligence gathering, on the lookout for any enemy activity in the area. In this scenario, the enemy are participating in hostile activity, which the snipers must terminate.
In that situation there, we're just looking for as much information about the Bravos or people that we're looking at as much as possible. So what they're wearing, type of height, any details that we can get on them to A, confirm that they're the targets we're looking for, and then B, to see what they're up to and whether any suspicious activity is taking place.
Yeah, people generally think like with snipers, they can just, take out targets of opportunity. And, whenever things popping off, then yeah, that could be a thing. But the way snipers are implemented a lot of the time is they're going for a specific target. So they have to get that positive identification before they just start and they just start waxing people. So this is cool seeing the urban point of everything. You can see he has some standoff from the window. Of course, you're not going to be, outside the window casting a shadow and everything on the wall. So you want some standoff. You don't want the building to be like super obvious or the window to be super obvious. You're not going to get like like the blinds and remove one of the blinds or something like that, because that could be pretty obvious. So they have some standoff, and then as opposed to just, having like a black screen or having something pretty obvious or just standing out in the open, they have the same color as the wall behind them, sort of used to screen them. So if someone looks in the window, they generally see the same color as they would expect on the wall. So they're not really seeing anything or expecting that to be a target. So that's kind of cool seeing the urban point of everything.
Activities taking place.
A white bedsheet at the back of the room can do so much, and someone like a white screen in front of you, the amount that can do to stop someone seeing through into that building.
Yeah.
Literally, you become invisible.
The daily
that was an awesome parka.
Drinking, sleeping and eating are carried out in 2 6-man rooms. They're extremely hot, the heat becoming an issue for all of them.
Oh, dang.
It's been a bit of a sauna in there, so just rationing water is quite difficult. Obviously, keeping your rations, keeping tabs on your rations, just making sure that the guys are hydrated, but also things like ammunition, batteries for comms, etc. So just keeping tabs on that.
Snipers must remain in position without being seen for hours, days, even weeks, logging and reporting anything they see.
Yeah, you need some serious discipline for that.
6-2, yeah, Bravo 5 and Bravo 6 have dismounted the Charlie 1 vehicle. Bravo 5 is the driver.
Keeping eyes on and maintain, try not to miss anything. From building to building, it could be like a matter of seconds that Bravo could walk past, so it's easy to miss. So
real quick, if you guys want to hear of a real life example of how the recon and sniper element need to be disciplined, I would look up Operation Certain Death. I think I did a reaction to it a while back. I think it should be on YouTube unless it got copyright blocked or something, but I definitely recommend checking that out, because the story from the recon and sniper elements and hearing their discipline and how they were out there for days and what they had to do is really interesting to hear about. Now again, they were talking about the batteries and the food and the water and whatnot. Of course, they are snipers, not going to be able to get that resupply as easily, so you need disciplined people to be able to sort of ration that and have that self-control. But you can imagine the struggle gets pretty real if they have to get extended for whatever reason.
Could walk past, so it's easy to miss. So you need to stay observant for that.
Okay, some CQB stuff.
I think snipers have been undervalued in the past, but more and more they're proving their worth on the battlefield, especially in urban environments where we can remain concealed, provide numerous different forms of surveillance tasks, but also provide that strike function at the end of it. So the commanders, especially higher officers, are starting to see the real value of using snipers in the urban environment.
I would definitely agree with that.
With future conflicts more likely to take place in this type of environment, the urban phase is crucial.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's accurate with that one. And I'm sure a lot of snipers that I've served with in the U.S. Army would say the exact same thing as far as, higher ups not really getting the best appreciation for snipers. Because I know our snipers, that people were trying to utilize them for stuff that they shouldn't really be utilized for, just like a normal recon element. As snipers can provide so much more than just a standard recon element. Of course, they're good with camouflage and moving around, and being stealthy and all that good stuff. But snipers add a little bit more than a normal recon element would. So I'd say in the U.S. Army in some units, the snipers can definitely get mismanaged a little bit.
Back on the ranges, John, a sniper with 15 years worth of experience, offers an insight into the sacrifice a sniper makes.
All right.
What do you think makes the job of a sniper so appealing?
Working in small groups, working with highly professional, motivated men who want to be there. They've been selected for a sniper section, for a sniper platoon, because they're highly motivated and they want to be there.
Your job requires a lot of patience. What has been your remedy to remaining so patient?
I'm just quite a passive bloke anyway. I enjoy my own company. I enjoy company of, working in pairs, groups, teams and that. It's, I think you've just got to be calm, collective kind of guy.
And finally, if anyone's thinking of becoming a sniper, what would you say to them?
Just be keen, just be motivated, just be helpful, and just be an all-round good bloke. Right, you won't.
Don't be an asshole. We don't want you.
And be good at shooting. Is one of the key things.
That helps.
It helps.
Yeah.
It helps you can hit stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, totally right. Of course, you need those disciplined and motivated people because, you know, everybody watches movies like Shooter or Saving Private Ryan where everything's like, you know, perfect conditions and whatnot. And you just have these badass shooters who are capable of hitting people like 2 miles away. Like, yeah, maybe if you're lucky or, you know, the conditions are perfect or if you're just, you know, a really good shooter, that's fine. But to have that sniper and spotter combination is something completely different. And, you know, it's nice to have the chemistry between the sniper and spotter, but you need to be pretty disciplined overall just to be able to be flexible and work with different people. Because, again, snipers will get tasked out to work with a bunch of different units or work underneath people that they're not used to. So they need to be flexible and sort of understand where they fit in.
Back on Salisbury Plain, snipers are hunting high-value targets.
Okay.
This is the annual shooting competition.
Oh, nice.
In the close quarters shoot, they're being marked on their observation, accuracy, and their ability to fire at short range.
Okay. Nice Glock.
They're testing the ability to think quickly,
engage
targets.
Oh, nice rifle.
Not using laser rangefinders, so going back to basic skills. We're also testing close quarter marksmanship, because that's also key fundamental skills. Navigation is tested, but mostly marksmanship.
Okay.
16 teams.
Okay, that's kind of... I'm not exactly sure what they're training. I know they're saying it was like a marksmanship competition, but he was drawing from the holster, so I'm not sure if they're like timing them as well. But yeah, it's really funny, at least for me because I'm colorblind and whatnot. It's really funny adding in the colors and the shapes because it does take a lot more time to be able to get that positive identification. So if you're looking at like, you know, all these different shapes, all these different colors, and someone tells you, you know, a number with a color and a shape and you need to find it really quickly, you know, you think it's relatively quick, but it takes a lot more time to do that than just, you know, drawing your pistol and shooting at a silhouette target. So that's really good training there. Again, I'm not really too sure what sort of competition they're doing. Looks like they have like lanes set up with pop-up targets. Pretty cool training, but it's cool seeing snipers do this kind of stuff because people wouldn't expect them to be, you know, messing with close quarter stuff at all.
Taking part this year, battling it out to be the best.
Nice. Oh, nice rifle, dude.
There's an international element too, with teams from America, Germany, Sweden, and Denmark taking part.
That makes sense. That is a beautiful rifle.
It's been exciting. It's been challenging, and it's been an experience to come see another terrain than we are used to in Denmark.
Yeah. Nice ghillie.
We learn a lot from each other, and that is what it is all about. Of course, we go for winning and also learning.
Good point.
I think it's great. You meet new people, other nationalities and how they work. You can learn new things from each other. It's definitely a lot of fun. You get excited, nervous. You have to keep up with the best of the best.
Dude, I really appreciate that mindset. For someone who's like really, really competitive, I really appreciate what he said there. Yeah, you're with some really, really good people. So it's like some of the best times you'll ever have whenever you're doing competitions like this. But again, you are so focused and so competitive that, yeah, you're trying to have fun with people, but you're also trying to learn and trying to master everything on the spot, especially if you're in a new environment. So yeah, I really appreciate what he said. That's awesome. They get to do that.
It's good to see how they work together, how they perform, their different weapon capabilities, because obviously they're different to us.
That's an awesome hat. Dude, that is an awesome hat. Again, Accuracy International makes some beautiful rifles, I have to say.
Some of them are better at different shoots, like the Americans are better like close range, CQB, but it's just generally good to see all around.
Okay.
Events such as this one allow snipers from across the armed forces to hone their skills.
Very, very cool.
Over the past 10 weeks, we've been following snipers through their instructor course. They've been training in rural and urban environments, with some battling it out to be the best. They will now go back to their units to train the next generation, ready to face any potential threat the future may hold.
Hell yeah. Nice,
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and to subscribe to our channel.
Yes, definitely go and subscribe to their channel. You guys already know I love checking out their content. Really, really good stuff. Of course, I'll put the original video in the description for you guys to check out. Really awesome stuff. Again, it's cool seeing like that bit at the end where you have all the snipers coming together. But okay, so I guess it was an instructor course, not just a normal like a sniper school. So that does make a difference for sure. That's probably why they all showed up with their own ghillie suits. I doubt they actually made it during the instructor course. So I'm not sure. I wonder where the instructors actually go, because it sounded like the instructors go to like their units. So are there like multiple sniper schools, or do you just get taught to be a sniper at your unit? So if you guys have any experience with that, let me know. I know my buddy Luke over at Original Human, he did snipes in the Royal Marines, so it might be a little bit different, but maybe I can try and get some info from him. But if you guys have any info about the snipers, mainly pertaining to the British Army, throw that down below. Again, it's always cool just seeing people in ghillie suits walking around and shooting these really like badass advanced weapon systems. Because I can say firsthand, you know, walking around in camouflage is pretty cool, but shooting those rifles is a whole nother thing. They're more accurate than I am. So I'll post a little video here, but you know, I got to shoot some pretty sick rifles, having the snipers underneath me. But my favorite was the Remington 2010. It was like a 300 Winchester Magnum rifle. Really, really slick rifle. Again, the weapon systems that they'll get are just so finely tuned and precise and well suited for what they're doing. Again, it's pretty hard to be a bad shooter with those sort of weapon systems. But yeah, these guys do a pretty serious job. You need some pretty serious people going into this sort of position. So if you guys were a sniper, or if you know someone who's a sniper in any military, let me know down below how that sort of experience was, or you know, what actually brought you to want to be a sniper. Of course, a lot of people just see movies and they think it's cool to be a sniper, but to actually go through with it and actually make it through the schooling and whatnot is a completely different thing. So if you guys have made it through, let me know what your biggest motivator was, and let me know how your schoolhouse was and how you actually like being a sniper, because yeah, I have a huge respect for them, and I do think that they are sort of underappreciated. Besides, like, you know, Hollywood gives some pretty good appreciation. But when you're in the military, it's nice to get appreciation from the higher ups. But very cool. Again, let me know what you guys think regardless. Put it down in the comments section. Feel free to hit that thumbs up and definitely consider subscribing. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. That is it for this video. I'll see you on the next one.